So I think we can all agree right now, Aquaman is by far the champion at the box office. It's probably going to be champion for at least the next couple weeks. But do you know what comes out in 2 weeks? Do you know what comes out on the 18th of January? That's right, Glass. Can Glass take out the champion that is Aquaman? Or is it going to be another repeat of Black Panther from last year and this movie's just going to keep on chugging? Well, we're going to sit and we're going to talk about that right here today on the channel. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel once again. I'm Robert Storms. If you're finding me for the very first time, be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button. So, like I said, Aquaman has been killing expectations at the box office. This movie came out the weekend before Christmas, and it just has been dominated, both here in the United States and overseas. And this movie right now is looking at over $700 million, is marching its way toward the $1 billion club, and very possibly one of the most successful DCEU, if not DC movies in general. So what could dethrone it? What could dethrone Aquaman? Now the problem with movies in theaters, that time catches up to everything. Eventually there's going to be a movie that comes out that's going to dethrone Aquaman. It happens. Last year we saw it with Black Panther. Black Panther was going like 5-6 weeks straight, and finally it was dethroned by a movie that wasn't superior to it. Unfortunately, just time caught up to it, and it dethroned Black Panther. Well, that movie very might well be Glass. Now, M. Night Shyamalan's Glass is a very anticipated film. I know I'm looking forward to it. If you have watched M. Night Shyamalan's Unbreakable or even Split, a lot of people are really invested in these characters. We didn't even know Split was part of the Unbreakable universe until the very end scene of that movie, which now makes people want to go see Glass even more. But the question is, how many people really know about Unbreakable? That's the question. I know there's like a cult crowd, and Split did bring in $40 million on its opening weekend, but that's also because people were curious in the movie. People went into that not knowing it was part of Unbreakable. We didn't know about that until after we saw it. So the money it made in the second and third week is based on people saying, hey, you need to go check this out. It's related to Unbreakable. But that first week, nobody knew that it was part of Unbreakable. We just thought it was James McAvoy with these split personalities and it was like this M. Night Shyamalan horror movie. We didn't know it was part of Unbreakable, and it only brought in $40 million. Well, only $40 million is a great number for that movie. So what is Glass gonna bring in? Is Glass gonna dethrone Aquaman? Because I did the box office breakdown this past weekend, and Aquaman only dropped 23% in the second weekend, where most movies drop 55 to 60% in the second week. So what does that mean? If Aquaman can stay in that route and still earn $35 to $30 million, it can compete with Glass. Now, if you're going to ask my personal opinion, I think Glass is going to go ahead and take the #1 spot that week, just because of time. Has nothing to do with Aquaman. Aquaman will be like an $800–900 million at that point if it hasn't already reached $1 billion. And I think Glass is just going to come in because there is no competition this week or next week. It's not until January 18th when Glass comes out, rather, that is going to have a movie that everybody wants to go see. So I think eventually time will catch up. But I will tell you this. I will not be shocked. I will not fall over dead if Aquaman manages to retain that #1 spot. I wouldn't be shocked whatsoever. I think a lot of people aren't familiar with Unbreakable, so I think there's like a very niche crowd, and I think this movie is really promoting itself as the sequel to Split and Unbreakable, rather than what Split did as an original film. Like I said, no one knew that was related to Unbreakable. Split was advertised as an original film. That's why it brought in that audience. So who knows? That's either going to increase the number for Glass or decrease the number. I think that Glass will take the #1 spot. However, I wouldn't be shocked if Aquaman retained. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think Aquaman will retain, or is Glass going to take that #1 spot? Be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below. And until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.